Have you ever had one of those dreams that's so real you can almost taste it when you wake up? What if that taste was the unmistakable sweetness of honey? You'd probably just brush it off as random, right? But what if it isn't? What if that sweetness is actually a message from your subconscious?
So let's get into it. Why honey, of all things? Well, it turns out honey isn't just a topping for your toast, it's a really powerful symbol. And if we want to figure out what it means, we've got to look at how different traditions have been decoding the secret language of our dreams for centuries.
I mean, think about it. Pretty much everywhere we see honey and we think of good things. The sweet reward for hard work, the purity of nature, a golden prize. But for some, the interpretation goes way, way deeper. They've turned this simple symbol into a complex map of a person's life.
Today we're going to dive into one of the most detailed systems out there, Islamic oneirology. That's a fancy word for the art of dream interpretation. And wow, does it have a fascinating and really specific take on what it means when honey shows up in your dreams.
So in this tradition, honey isn't just a good thing. It's seen as a sign of something much bigger. We're talking lawful income, healing, wisdom, even answered prayers. It's basically a symbol of blessings that you've earned through good, honest work. This idea comes from one of the most legendary dream interpreters in Islamic history, Ibn Sidrin. He really set the foundation for this. Honey equals a pure reward. But, and this is a big but, as we're about to see, not all honey is created equal, not even in your dreams.
And this right here is the first and maybe most critical distinction. Dreaming of pure, clear, beautiful honey? That is a fantastic sign. But what if the honey is adulterated, cloudy or mixed with junk? That's a warning. It could point to envy, money from a shady source, or even someone's fake flattery causing trouble. So the key takeaway is the quality of the honey in your dream is everything.
Okay, but the rabbit hole goes deeper. It's not just about what you see in the dream, it's about what you're doing with it. Your actions can completely flip the meaning of the message.
So, for example, if you dream that you're eating honey, it might mean you're about to learn something important, get better from an illness, or even find someone you love. If you're buying it, it suggests you're actively looking for wisdom or a cure. And check out the importance of giving back. If you're distributing honey to other people, that's seen as a direct symbol of charity and helping others in need.
And the context just keeps getting richer and richer. Just seeing jars of honey can point to your general health. If that jar is overflowing, well, that's a great sign for growth, both in your faith and in your material life. An empty jar, on the other hand, might be a little warning sign. And if someone just hands you honey as a gift, get ready. You might be about to get some incredibly useful advice or knowledge.
All right, but this is where it gets really personal, and honestly, super nuanced. The exact same dream about honey can mean totally different things for different people. It all depends on who you are and where you are in life.
Just look at this breakdown. For a man, honey often points to good things with his work or money. But if he's single and eating it in the dream, that could mean marriage is coming. For a single woman, getting honey as a gift might hint at an engagement. For a married woman, buying honey could even suggest she's going to have a baby soon. You see how this symbol literally adapts? It reflects the unique hopes, worries, and what's next for each person. So, after all these super specific interpretations, what's the big picture? I mean, what does this whole ancient system of symbols really tell us about the culture that created it?
Because let's be real, this isn't just about telling fortunes. When you start to decode these symbols, you're not just looking at a dream. You're actually looking at a deeply held set of values. You're getting a peek into what a society really, truly cares about.
And right here, you can see the core principles. This obsession with purity, it points to how much honesty matters. The link to hard work, it celebrates rewards that are earned, not just given. Sharing the honey is a clear nod to community and faith, and the constant connections to knowledge, family, and marriage, well, that shows you exactly where the heart of the culture is. It's all there, hidden inside this one sweet symbol.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? Beyond honey, what other simple, everyday things flicker through our own minds at night? What hidden language are our dreams speaking, and what do they reveal about the things we value most?